Hey guys, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So I am doing the Booktubeathon wrap up, and Booktubeathon was actually a readathon that was happening this week, and it was hosted by Errol Bassett along with some other booktubers. It's basically a week-long readathon, and there were a couple of challenges there were 7 challenges to complete actually. I'm actually filming this 3 hours before it is supposed to end, but because I don't have time tomorrow to film it, I figured I'd do it now, and it's not going to make much of a difference. I can report that I'm actually quite happy with the progress, or like how I did during the readathon. I didn't manage to complete all 7 challenges, but that is fair enough. I didn't read much for the first 3 days of the Booktubeathon, so considering that, I am quite proud of how I've done. So the challenges that I managed to complete included reading a book that you really wanted to read, and for this one I actually picked up Breadcrumbs by Anne Ursel, which is a middle grade novel based around the fairy tale The Snow Queen, and I really thoroughly enjoyed this. It is based around the Snow Queen, but there are a lot of other fairy tale elements and well-known childhood stories incorporated into this, and I just thought it was a really nice sort of novel speaking about like growing up and the challenges of it. The other challenge I can never really explain properly, but basically you read a book from an author whose last name's first letter matches your own last name's first letter. So for mine it was T, so I managed to read Slated by Terry Terry. And I thought I would never finish this because it is quite a thick read, but I flew through this and it was a very interesting read. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about it. It was going through Booktube quite a while ago, and it is a very old series, so this is the first out of 3 books. But I liked that it was a bit different to a lot of other dystopian slash YA novels. It really brings up a lot of questions about government authority and legitimacy. So I found that it was very interesting, and I really definitely want to read the next book. And the next book I chose to complete the challenge of reading 7 books, which unfortunately I didn't do, but I still read this one, and it is Dusk by Eve Edwards. So it is a very short romance novel. It's part of a duology actually, which I never realized. So when I finished it, I was sort of confused, and then I realized there is another book. I didn't particularly love this. It was an average read to me. I feel like romances just don't sit well with me. If there are romantic elements in a book, I don't mind, but if it's just based on a love story and there's nothing else, then it just doesn't grab my attention. So I thought it was okay. The characters were likable, but it was nothing special. One of the other challenges was to read a book you recently acquired, and for that one I actually had chosen The King's Curse by Philippa Gregory, but I ended up finishing The Taming of the Queen by Philippa Gregory instead, which is a book I got sent to review by Simon & Schuster. When I picked this up I was halfway through, so I finished the last half, so it's a bit of cheating, but you can just take what you can get, I guess. And this is part of her sort of like the Tudor time series, and it talks about Catherine Parr, which is the last queen of King Henry VIII, so the only queen to really survive him. It was a very interesting read, a lot more different to what I expected it to be. Philippa Gregory still has a way of writing that really, I guess, captivates you and really pushes you into this this historical world, which I'm very much interested in, and I feel like she does a really good job in making it very believable. But I'm definitely doing a full review on this. It comes out on the 13th of August in Australia and the 25th of August in the US, so keep an eye out for that. Right now I'm actually reading Coraline by Neil Gaiman for the challenge Read a Book with Blue on the Cover. I'm 50 pages in, so I don't have that much long to go, so I am very intrigued to see how this book actually finishes off. It is very creepy for middle grade, but I really want to read this so I can actually watch the movie. That's basically it. So if I actually manage to finish that, I have actually read 5 out of the 7 novels that I was planning to read, so I am super proud of myself. If you guys did the readathon, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys read, what you liked the most, and if you actually managed to finish all 7 challenges. Pat on the back to everybody who's done it, whether you did what you wanted to do or whether you fell a bit short. Reading is just reading, it's just for the fun of reading. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I shall see you guys soon. Bye!